Hi there, this is Jane Butel with Chilies and Chilies, showing you how to make Sonorran Salsa Verde. It's made with tomatillas, that distant cousin of the tomato, fresh cilantro, onion, and we're using our own Pecos Valley Spice Company ground chipotle powder. You can use the chipotle pods that you have stewed or steamed until they are softened if you'd prefer. The difference in this salsa, the Sonoran style for it, is that with the Sonoran, we braise the tomatillas rather than simmering them. And this gives it a more earthy kind of flavor, texture, and color. And it comes from placing this cut side. You cut the tomatillas vertically and place them cut side down in a heavy skillet. And you want to try to arrange them so that each one touches the skillet, and put them over kind of a medium flame. And you're going to want to braise them until they become rather browned on the cut side. And as you turn them, you're going to want to rotate them to the outer edges of the skillet, as I'm doing here. So as you just keep doing, you just kind of keep checking them. And the center of any skillet or pot is always the very hottest part. It's called the point of annealment in the manufacture of that pot. Now you see the one I just turned really isn't brown enough, so I just let it continue to brown. If it's not browned enough, just like when you're browning meat or anything else, keep it down until it gets thoroughly browned before you rotate it. And you don't put anything in the skillet. I just use a well-seasoned skillet. You could use possibly a little bit of oil in there or one of those spray-on shortenings, but I prefer not to, because we're going to deglaze the pan in a little bit, and I think I don't like the floating oil on top of the salsa myself. And this salsa can be served hot, room temperature, or cold, and it really has a really nice taste. It's quite different than the salsa verde that's made from just boiling the tomatillas. And so here we're getting them almost all completely brown, and once you've got every single one of them browned on one side, see, that one's still not enough, we're going to move it to the center. But once we can start getting them browned enough, we're going to just steam them. So I think we're just about ready to put the lid on. And we put the lid on. This poor lid had a fall. But you're going to put the lid on until they steam pretty thoroughly. And you'll be surprised. They just kind of mush down, and a lot of moisture develops within each. And then they're ready to be blended or milled together by placing the browned tomatillas in the blender jar. And this is a Hamilton Beach brand new blender food processor. It works quite well. And here you see us deglazing the pan. Just put about 1/4 inch of water in the skillet and put it on high heat, and then stir it to kind of bring up those brownies, because those brownies are very flavorful, and that adds both the color and flavor to your salsa. And so we're just going to stir them until we get them pretty well loosened, and then we'll be able to add them to the jar. So don't throw that out. And so all the tomatillas now are in the blender jar, and we're just getting set to pour in the liquid. And then we add the other ingredients, the onion, the cilantro, and so it has a pretty simple, there's your chipotle, pretty simple ingredient mix. And then all we do is just kind of use your on and off pulsing motion rather than a pureeing, because you want to have a little texture in this salsa. And this salsa freezes really well, even though it's got the raw onion in it. And I think you're going to really enjoy it. Lots of different ways, different temperatures. And the recipe now is, for the full written recipe, go to my blog, Chilies and Chilies, at janebutelcooking.blogspot.com. And the full recipe's there, so you can download and print it. And there you see